Recently, the Jewish sporting body Maccabi SA hosted a fun walk and run in Johannesburg. Aimed at entrants supporting their favorite Jewish organization and charity, a lot of fun was had by all. If, like me, your sport of choice is couch surfing, sit back and enjoy.
The Maccabi SA fun run started. It was an inspired kind of idea that we borrowed from Maccabi Great Britain and other Maccabi organizations in Europe that have been doing it for a number of years. Maccabi Great Britain is on their 11th year. 1 week's time they'll have 6,500 runners, and we decided that it was time for us to be able to do a great Jewish community event, engage the whole community, and very, very happy and thrilled that we got our first one under our belt.
Maccabi South Africa is now over 80 years old. It's a Jewish sports organization. It was put together so that we could play sports not on our Sabbath, not on Shabbat. And it's grown and grown since then, and it takes sports teams to Israel every 4 years, and then it has local sports events, big rivalry between Cape Town community and the Johannesburg community, and we're a sports event and we'd like to get people out into the open and the fresh air.
Well, Maccabi is the sporting arm of the South African Jewish community, but it's, to all intents and purposes, a Zionistic movement connected into our umbrella body in Israel, Maccabi World Union, representing 80 countries around the world, thousands and thousands of members. And of course our principal activity is the 4-yearly Jewish Olympics, the Maccabi Games. South Africa consistently has one of the biggest delegations at the Maccabi, and when measured against the size of our community, it ranks as probably one of the highest in the diaspora. So yeah, and we're very busy between Maccabias in doing local sports events, specifically concentrating on juniors, participation across a whole range of sports, and other activities. We do leadership programs. Yeah, we're a busy organization.
We did a 1 kilometer kiddies dash, which was very sweet. Went off earlier, the kids went running off, came back. There were about 30 or 40 entries there, and the 5 kilometer, the main race, we had about 400 entries. So 450 in total, everyone, and I think that's a great start, and we equaled Maccabi Great Britain's first ever fun run in 2007, if I'm not mistaken, which was 400. So very, very happy. Our community's a quarter of the size, and we've got a beautiful setting here to do an event, and just couldn't be happier.
3, 2.
Maccabi decided to put on the event because it was our way of giving back to the community. So we organized the event, and there were certain charities that were supporting backers, and they got their members to sign up, and it was a way to raise charity for the charities, and it was just organized by Maccabi. It's a sports day. We use fun and run in the same sentence. I'm not so sure it was fun and it was a run, but it was fun. I didn't run, I walked, but we put it together for the community.
Maccabi SA puts the event together. We do the logistics, the planning, the execution of the event, and we then approach all of our wonderful Jewish charities and organizations to get them to sign up, be official partners. And then how that works is every single entry that comes in on our online platform, that money goes directly back to the charities, depending on who. If you select charity A and 100 people enter, all that money goes back to that charity. So the charities drive the event, they drive the entries, and they really made sure we had a good turnout today.
I think it's a very good idea. Also, again, to make people aware of the various and great fundraising organizations. The Jewish community here in South Africa and in Joburg particularly are amazing. They look after a lot of people who unfortunately have fallen on hard times and are ill and whatever. So I think it's a great idea, and I hope it grows.
We had an awesome run, me and my two girls, for our favourite organisation in Joburg, the Jewish Women's Benevolent Society. It was great, it was easy, there were people on the way, it was nice to be with all the other organisations in Joburg, it was really just fun.
So it looks like a bit of a tough one for you.
No, it wasn't. It was a walk.
Walk in the park.
A walk.
A walk in the huddle park.
Well done to Maccabi. Great event.
Thank you very much. Who are you running for, sir?
Yada Ron.
Yada Ron, thank you so much and well done.
I think our first year is more not experimental, but just to get a best practice model going forward, and just to start planting the seed within the community that this is going to be a consistent event, and we'll ramp it up as the years go by and get a lot more participation and hopefully be able to get some funds out of it as well.
How was your race?
Beautiful.
Yeah?
Yeah, fun.
Go try out the physio if you need a bit of a break, some water as well. You're running for DL Link, I see.
Yeah, we're training for DL Link Jerusalem Marathon 2019.
There you go. Huddle today, next year in Jerusalem.
I did the Jerusalem 10-kilometer marathon. I didn't train once before. I just went and I just got on the road and I went, and it was the most beautiful experience, life-changing actually. And I did it for the recovery of my auntie who's going through treatment. And thank God since then she's actually done very well. So I hope all my prayers and all my everything in Jerusalem worked for her.
Maccabi is strong in the Western Province, very small in KZN. I think Cape Town are definitely eager to do one, and we'd love for them to do one. And Durban, very small community, but this is the first one, and I'm sure we can make one happen. You need 20 people to make one happen, so we're thrilled.
It was awesome, but I felt bad because I came some minutes late. Yeah, but I wanted to win, you know, to finish it under 15 minutes. But I thank God. I know I did under 16 minutes, which is very perfect. But I hate the fact that I came a little bit late. But you know, everything I think when God plans, it has to happen that way.
I ran and I beat a lot of big guys, and so they were friends of me, and I just beat them because they were so slow. And then my dad just sprinted and he came before me, but I didn't let him.
It was very hectic and it was tiring, but it was fun and enjoyable. I did enjoy my run, thank you.
It's very painful. It's been a long while since I've had this run, but it was a good experience. I like it, man.
They said it was a 5K fun race, but it was an obstacle race. Uphill, downhill, cross things. I finished, yeah.
I think it's very important to get the community together to make people aware of Maccabi. Maccabi is a great organisation. I've been very fortunate. I went to a number of Maccabi games, but even in between the 4 years of the Maccabi games, to get people together to enjoy sport, to enjoy activities, and as a Jewish organisation to get people together.